Hey there, Jen Mantei from New Hope, and today I'm going to be walking you through how to complete a North Carolina Certificate of Need, which you also hear referred to sometimes as the NC-CON or CON. The CON is one of the required forms needed to secure Medicaid authorization or approval for placement in residential care. And it is the responsibility of the referring agency or provider to complete, as it indicates medical necessity for placement. So first, let me show you what a blank Certificate of Need looks like for reference. When you get an acceptance email from me, I always include this version of the Certificate of Need because it already has our facility name and the provider number included for your convenience. However, if you're working with a completely blank Certificate of Need, that's okay. Just leave that information blank and I can fill it in for you later. You will also need to leave the admission date blank, as we're still in the authorization process and we don't know that information yet. And then over here on the left is where the member's information goes. You'll want to put their name, Medicaid number, and date of birth, and you'll want to have that filled in before having the form signed. So now let's talk about the signatures required for the Certificate of Need. That first signature at the bottom is where the physician signs. The physician must be an MD or medical doctor. No other credentials are considered valid for that first signature. The second signature is usually completed by a mental health team member working with the child. But again, there are very specific credentials required for the second signature as well. The second signer must have one of the following credentials: LCSW, RN, NP, LPA, PhD, PsyD, DO, or a second MD. No other credentials are considered valid. Once the CON is fully signed, it's only valid for 14 days, so it should be one of the last forms you have signed once you've been notified of upcoming bed availability, and only once all other documentation is ready to go. If the two signers don't sign on the same date, that's okay. Just know that the 14-day period will be based off the earlier date. And finally, it's important to note that signatures on the CON must be hand-signed and hand-dated. The only exception to that is when the form is docu-signed and has an official timestamp. Typed signatures are not accepted. So now I'm going to show you an example of a completely signed Certificate of Need for reference. So you'll notice here that the admission date is still blank, all of the members' information is filled in and accurate, and both signatures are handwritten with valid dates and credentials. I hope this little tutorial has helped. Please feel free to reach out to us with any questions regarding the authorization process or needed documentation.
You can do it!